Hey guys, good morning. So today is December 23rd, meaning tomorrow is Christmas Eve. And it's my brother's birthday, so I can't wait to see him. I'm excited to drop off his gifts to him tomorrow, but today we have a lot to do. We have a makeup check, baking some sweets, last minute packing, be doing a few loads of laundry. What's the fifth thing we needed to do? Oh, and to clean up the bathroom with all my makeup everywhere and wash my brushes. So I just finished having lunch, so I wiped off my lippies, but I basically just wore a tinted lip balm, so it wasn't anything crazy because I'm literally just at home. Also, we plan to go for a bike ride later just because it's nice and sunny. It is a little chilly, but for the most part it's not raining, so we may go out for a bike ride. Yesterday we did our morning walk, so I was pretty beat because we did a lot of walking and lugging groceries back home. So that was a good little workout. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set up my things to bake, and while I'll do that, I'll let you just watch my morning clip of me getting ready and washing my brushes. Okay. Morning guys, how are you guys doing today? Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. That means we have a lot to do because we just have a full schedule. So this morning I'm just doing a quick makeup glam only because I want to look decent for you guys instead of jumping in the camera with like no makeup, right? And I'm trying to get little footages of me getting my makeup done. Unfortunately, I don't have my tripod with me, but let's be real, I was a little lazy of getting my tripod. But anyways, I'm gonna skim through this quick makeup because we have a lot to do today. The major things we have to do today is baking, last minute packing all the gifts, uploading another video, cleaning up my makeup brushes, and maybe a few loads of laundry. So I'm gonna finish up this makeup and I'll be right back. And sorry if it's loud because I do have the house heater on, so hopefully I am talking loud enough. Today I used the Noir palette again, and as I said, I was going to dampen my brush before using the shadows, and I just used this little lotus spray to slightly dampen my brush, and then now the shadows look a bit more foiled. Also, I'm using new lashes today. This is the Ardell Faux Minx Wispy lashes, pretty similar to the regular Demi Wispies, but I feel like these are more softer, I want to say. I mean, I don't know, fluffier. So I'm just gonna clean up this hot mess, and yes, I do wear gloves just because I don't want my hands to get pruny and dry since they are so dry already because of using hand sanitizer and washing our hands so many times a day, which is very important. But yes, I'm gonna wear gloves to clean my brushes. I didn't use these brushes, so I'm not going to clean them, but I am going to clean my tweezers because it does have a lot of lash adhesive stuck on there, and also going to clean my curler. Once I'm done, I like to lay them in different directions so it dries. I like to use these special blue towels because they're actually meant for oil spills. People who works on cars use them because towel does absorb any liquids pretty good. Now using this with water, it's going to absorb it pretty good. I want to say within an hour or so, once the brushes start to dry, you even see the watermarks on the towel become dry. Let's jump to the computer, finish some edits, and then move on to the next room. What it is with this year, but I'm slipping. I just changed my holiday little towels for the kitchen, which I normally do when I do all the decorations. I mean, I lacked with the carpet and now the towels, but it's all good because it's all nice now and it's going to be tore up in just a second. So I just cleaned the countertop and I'm ready to bake my goods. So this year's holiday, I decided to cook these Oreo cheesecake cups, cake cups. They're basically mini little cheesecakes. In the bottom, instead of having a crust, it's gonna be an Oreo. I found this website somewhere on, I don't know, is it Tasty or I don't know, somewhere on Facebook. But I'll go ahead and link down the recipe down below. So let's get started. So before we get started, I went ahead and cleaned the surface. So the things we will need to bake today are double stuffed Oreo, 2 large eggs, vanilla extract, some cinnamon, hot fudge. We could opt for Nutella, sour cream, salt, cream cheese, some cupcake little holders. Of course, we need a tray. And after I'm done with them, I will be bagging them or boxing them in here to give as gifts. Ugh. We're gonna need a mixer. We actually got this as a white elephant gift. I would have to say about 7 years ago. Finally gonna put this into some use because we always do everything manually. This will definitely help us save some time and some pain in our hands. Purchased these, I don't know how many holidays ago, but they're perfect for, of course, Christmas because they say joy on them. And some of them that have snowmans on them, so cute. So this will be perfect. We also have these mini ones. These won't fit the actual Oreos, but if there's leftover cream cheese, we're gonna make them. First thing I'm going to do is wash the tools and the bowl. So this is gonna be really fun because it's literally 35 minutes total for prepping and cooking time. So there's a lot of reading and a lot of directions that I need to concentrate in because a lot of times I try to do this, I'll miss one thing or a little too less or too much of one and it gets all jacked up. So I'm just gonna let you watch me do this and of course we'll speed this up and yep, happy baking. So we need to read the directions first, but this is pretty cool. The manual actually has these different recipes that you can make. Mocha cheesecake, yellow cake, chocolate cookie crust, orange cappuccino cake. Wow. Ooh, holiday sugar cookies. So I'm just gonna study this a little bit. Seriously, good thing I was not talking too close because look at this eyelash. So I have to wait about 20 minutes or so. Let me fix this eyelash and we'll check back on the cheesecake. And seriously guys, I really hope it turns out good. Because the batter was a little watery when I think it should have been thicker, but I don't know anything about cheesecake or baking. Let's see how they look. Yummy. So just looking at the cupcakes, they are settling in. They shrank a little bit. Ooh, that swirl didn't really take much. Looks like it's separating. I think since I did have leftover cheesecake, on my next batch, I'm actually gonna fill up a little bit higher. The only reason why I didn't fill it that high, for some reason I was thinking like a cupcake it's gonna raise, but because it's supposed to be more dense, it actually shrinks. No wonder I had leftover cheesecake batter. So next batch is gonna be a little bit higher. My fear was this was gonna be stretched out when it was, but I guess now that it's hot, it kind of shrinks in. Like this one looks really perfect, but the inside isn't. But that one's okay. Yep. So So the cupcakes are looking okay. We just gotta taste it and see how it tastes. I don't know if you can tell, my makeup looks a little different today besides this lash trying to come out. So I don't know if you can tell if I'm wearing foundation or not. Normally I still have like my imperfections peeking through. Normally my imperfections still peek through, which is totally fine, but I actually tried something different. I did concealer under my eyes like I normally do around my nose, and instead of actually using all foundation throughout the whole face, I just did bronzer just on the highest points and just kind of more defining and warming up my skin versus like bronzy. What do you guys think? I felt that using bronzer on actual bare, true skin without any other makeup, it just kind of blended in a little bit better. Besides putting concealer, it's just more like the complexion and cheek part. I don't know if it looks softer or not on camera, but I just want to try something different. Look at that guy over there. So I have a few more items coming in the mail, and then we're going to pack them in here, bag them up, write name tags and bows, and we're set. So we're gonna do round 2 on the baking. I'm gonna perfect it a slight bit. Again, I'm gonna put more of the cheesecake batter a little bit higher. And since I did have a little left over, I'm gonna do some mini ones. So I'm gonna make some mini ones and probably put some crushed pieces of Oreos in them since it's too small to put a whole Oreo in there. So, okay, here goes round 2. So I recommend buying 2 packs just because some of them comes crushed, but I'm not gonna waste them. I'm gonna use the broken pieces to stuff them in between and use them as a mini crust for the mini guys, because they'll just be more like little bites versus like the actual cheesecake cupcake style. Alright, it's time to clean up and clean my lens. Ooh, they look so much better! My red curtains has my face hella red. I promise I'm sober, not drinking, it's just the curtains. Today was very productive, did a lot of baking that took most of the day and a lot of cleaning. Since it's nighttime, I'm gonna pack up all my packages. Still have a lot of cards, labels, and bows to place on. So I'm gonna pack up all the gifts that I have here, get ready for dinner, then we'll do a taste test of the Oreo cheesecake swirl, and we'll call it a night. He's gonna be so happy. Wrapping is really bad, but only because I'm gonna put his treat in here so he can easily tear it out. An opening here, but of course we're gonna help him. But he's gonna be so happy.
Hey guys!
So this, stop it honey, I'm not gonna do that, you're annoying me. Hey guys! So we just finished dinner and this has been sitting in the refrigerator, so it's nice and set. I would have to say the second batch turned out a lot nicer and it looks nice and full. Whereas the first batch, it was a little bit lower. The second batch with the smaller ones kind of turned out funky. Some of them did not have enough filling, and this one had like too much Nutella, so those are just like little bite-sized ones. I would need to try this before I give this out to my poor family. They're gonna be like, what is this? First impressions on this, it looks pretty much exactly like the recipe. You can see the Oreo cookie on the bottom. It's still nice and even. I was actually scared that it was fanned out too much, but I think that's because the paper is thin before anything was placed inside. You can see the nice swirl. It smells good. Let's see if it tastes good. Oh my gosh, look at this. So it looks like a miniature cheesecake, right? So you have, oh, kind of broke off. Have the Oreo as if it's the pie crust. Let me just try this piece. Okay, let's dig in. This is rich. It's super thick, but it's so good. It tastes so much better, obviously, once it's chilled in the refrigerator because it's dense and it's more solid versus earlier when it was all mushy. I hope I don't have any cookies in my teeth. But anyways, we're gonna call it a night because tomorrow we need to wake up super early in the morning. We have to do some more cooking because it's gonna rain on Christmas Day. We don't wanna be out driving, or do we wanna catch a cold? So I think we're gonna play it safe and just drop everything off tomorrow. So that means all counties in the Bay Area, and it's gonna probably take about half a day because we're gonna be driving to many places, unloading, loading. Well, we're really not expecting much gifts in return, but we just want to drop off all the gifts to our family. Hopefully the weather is going to be great so we can at least stand outside and chat for a little bit, you know, just say Merry Christmas to everybody. So anyways, just want to say good night or good morning to wherever you guys are in the world, or maybe even Happy Christmas Eve. Okay, this is gonna be so embarrassing if this whole time I had like Oreo in my teeth. So good night guys, see you tomorrow.